So you want to know the secret to leveling up your data analysis skills? To go from just good to really great? Well, it might just come down to mastering one single tool, syntax in PSPP. And we're going to break down exactly how to do it. You know that feeling, right? You're deep into an analysis, clicking through menus, and suddenly you've realized you made a mistake, like 10 steps ago. But where? That frustration, that's a classic sign you're caught in a very common trap.
And this is what we'll call the analyst's dilemma. We've got these incredibly powerful tools at our fingertips, but it's just so easy to get caught working in a way that actually holds us back.
And that is the point-and-click trap. I mean, it feels easy at first, right? But pretty soon you're buried in endless, repetitive clicks. It makes your work almost impossible to track, a total nightmare to fix when something goes wrong, and good luck trying to replicate it perfectly later. It's like building your analysis on a foundation of sand. But there is a much, much better way. And that better way is to embrace the power of syntax. So what even is syntax? Simply put, it's the code that's actually running behind the scenes when you click all those buttons. Think of it like a recipe for your data. It's a precise set of instructions that guarantees you get the exact same result every single time you run it. And when you put them side by side, the difference is just wow. Moving from pointing and clicking to using syntax means your work suddenly becomes highly reproducible, super easy to debug, and incredibly efficient, especially for repetitive tasks. It's a complete game changer for how you work. And getting started is way simpler than you might think. It's really just 3 steps. You open a new syntax window, you write or paste your commands, and you run the code. That's it, seriously. Let's see what that actually looks like. All right, let's get our hands dirty and walk through a few practical examples. We'll start with the basics and then get into some really powerful stuff. First up, a common task, combining 2 different variables, in this case, race and ethnicity. With just a few lines of code, we can tell the software exactly what we want. See that? If race equals 1 and ethnicity equals 0, then make our new racef variable equal 1. It's totally clear, it's precise, and the code itself documents exactly what you did. Now, of course, a variable full of 1s, 2s, and 4s isn't very useful. We need to add labels. With syntax, this is lightning fast. We just tell it to label the racef variable and then map each number to its text label. This is so much quicker than clicking into menus for every single category. Okay, before we go to the next example, let's just quickly touch on some basic logic. It really boils down to 2 key terms. And means that both conditions have to be true, or means that only one of the conditions needs to be true. This simple idea is what unlocks some really complex data transformations. And here is where that logic really shines. Let's say we want to know if a household has any type of firearm. We have separate variables for pistol, rifle, and shotgun. Instead of checking each one, we can just use or. If pistol is 1, or rifle is 1, or shotgun is 1, then our new variable, gun home, is set to 1. It's such an elegant and efficient way to answer that question. Now, for a really powerful technique that analysts use all the time, creating dummy variables. The easiest way to think about these is like a light switch. It's either on, which we code as 1, or it's off, which we code as 0. So let's apply that to social class. To make a dummy variable for lower class, we just say if the original class variable is 1, then turn our new light switch, lower_d, to 1, or on. For all other classes, we set lower_d to 0, or off. You can do this for every single category, creating these simple on-off switches that are incredibly useful for more advanced analysis. Syntax is also absolutely perfect for handling numerical ranges, like if you wanted to group people into generations based on their birth year. And here's a little pro tip. See how the code uses greater than or equal to and less than or equal to? Using those instead of just greater than and less than makes your code so much clearer and helps you avoid those annoying little off by 1 errors. Okay, right about now, you might be thinking, this is cool, but there's no way I'm going to memorize all of these commands. And the good news is, you absolutely do not have to. Let me show you a pro-level shortcut that changes everything. So here's the old way, right? You're digging through complex menus, trying to remember every single little setting you need for a specific transformation. It's just asking for trouble. But the pro way, you let the software write the code for you. Yeah, you heard me right. This is where the magic happens. Let me introduce you to your new best friend, the paste button. Seriously,
just set up any action you want to do using the regular menus. But, and here's the key, instead of clicking OK, you click Paste. And just like that, the exact syntax for what you wanted to do appears in your syntax window. Now you can save it, you can reuse it, you can tweak it, and you can easily spot errors. It's the ultimate bridge from clicking to coding because it literally teaches you the languages you work.
So when you start combining all these techniques, you're not just learning a new skill, you're really gaining a genuine superpower for your data analysis.
So why does all this matter? Well, it's about so much more than just being faster. It's about precision. You get total control. It's about efficiency. Rerunning a huge analysis takes seconds. It's about reproducibility. You now have a perfect, shareable logbook of every single step you took. It turns your analysis from a one-off performance into a verifiable professional asset.
And to put it really simply, the key takeaway here is this. Understanding and using syntax isn't just another technical skill. It is probably one of the absolute quickest ways to distinguish yourself as a truly capable and professional data analyst. This just fundamentally changes how you approach your work and what's possible with your data. So the only question left is, what are you going to build with your new superpower?